tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ pé kó àkété ìlú ọgbọ́n tó bá dúró kó ṣọ́ra kò níyangí.
Lagos, to some people, is the commercial and industrial capital of Nigeria, the state of aquatic splendor. To some, it is the social capital of Nigeria, and to many others, it is the state where dreams come true. Whichever way one sees the state, it has indeed earned the name Eko for sure. Indeed, Lagos is famous for being Nigeria's most exclusive city to live in. It is a world-class destination, Nigeria's most amazing city that boasts of beaches, skyscrapers, amazing parks, active social life, with one of the best entertainment options, most job opportunities, among others. Lagos also plays host to the major seaport of the country, boasts of the longest bridge in Nigeria, that is, the Third Mainland Bridge, among others. Lagos has everything to offer everybody. Though the smallest state, Lagos is yet the most populous in Nigeria, the heartbeat of the nation's financial and commercial activities, and also the biggest and pace-setting economy of Nigeria and the fifth largest in Africa. The attention given to infrastructural development by successive administrations in the state has seen the state scoring many firsts in most of the sectors, also with strong government institutions and with firm and workable policies. The state has been able to capitalize on the naturally endowed gifts of nature. Blessed with abundance of water bodies, the state has to its pride different beaches. The scenic sandy beaches are used regularly for picnics, recreations, events, among others. Of note is the annual Easter jams and Christmas jams, among others. To further explore the water bodies, there is the annual Fish Food Festival. This is an event that brings all fish farmers together and aims at promoting seafood cuisine, local fish production, and stimulating investment opportunities. The abundance of the water bodies of Lagos State has attracted the emergence of private beaches in the state. These beaches continue to attract visitors and residents alike and also serve as tourist attraction. Along with the beaches, Lagos has one of the most interesting nightlife in Nigeria, with the presence of different nightclubs, bars, chilling spots, and they all come in different categories. You want to dance? Lagos is the place to be. You want to go clubbing? Lagos is the place to be. And if grooving or partying is not your thing, then you can just choose to chill out in a bar or lounge. In Lagos State, there's something for everyone in Lagos lifestyle. Lagos has been described as the city that never sleeps. In Lagos State, our cultural heritage stands us out. We should mention here our Eyo Festival, otherwise known as Adamu Orisha Play, is a Yoruba festival unique to Lagos, Nigeria. In modern times, it is presented by the people of Lagos as a tourist event, and due to its history, is traditionally performed on Lagos Island. The Eyo festival is usually done to celebrate the demise of a prominent son of Lagos State. It serves as a tourist delight and also as a melting point for true sons and daughters of the state. Lagos hosts the first-story building in Nigeria, situated in the ancient town of Badagry. This building remains a historic site as it houses the first safe in Nigeria, which contains the first Yoruba and English Bibles brought to Nigeria by the missionaries. Badagry town is also known for the historical background of slave trade in Nigeria. As a leading slave port in the past, Badagry is well noted for slave trade-related relics and locations, such as the barracons for holding slaves in transit, point of no return, and many other artifacts. Also present in Lagos is the Tafawa Balewa Square. The 14.5 hectares ceremonial ground was originally called Racecourse. The TBS was a sports field that hosted horse racing. The land was provided to colonial authorities by Oba Dosunmu in 1859. The course hosted the Empire Day parades and in 1960 was redeveloped to celebrate Nigeria's independence and lowering of the Union Jack. The successive governments in Lagos State have remained focused by building and improving on what our founding fathers worked for. A testament to this is the construction of 4 theatres, as well as the multipurpose cultural centres in Ekpe, Igondo, Badagry, and Ikeja. These theatres were equipped with art galleries, restaurants, and skill acquisition centres. Lagos State is the first in the country to build such. Unfortunately, some of these theatres were vandalized by hoodlums that hijacked the NSAS protest. In terms of infrastructural development, Lagos has continued to record many firsts. This is Lekki-Ikoyi Link Bridge. The bridge is the first cable-stayed bridge to be built in Nigeria. It has a 9-meter headroom above water level in order to allow for the flow of maritime traffic. The bridge is indeed a landmark of the mega city. Apart from linking the Lekki and Ikoyi axis and also relieving the other existing bridges from traffic gridlocks, the bridge also serves as a good location for film producers from all over Nigeria. Lekki-Ikoyi Link Bridge continues to play host to Nollywood as good location for shooting of films. There is hardly any film produced in Nigeria today in which one doesn't see the presence of the bridge. This is a testament that Lagos also contributes to this major sector of Nigeria's fastest growing economy. That is the Nollywood, which is rated as the 3rd after Hollywood and Bollywood. Still on infrastructural development, the state is working on a laid-down template that has an intermodal transport system, which will integrate rail, water, and road systems. This system focuses on the movement of passengers or freight from one mode of transport to another. This is an ambitious initiative designed to tap the vast potentials of different modes of transportation for the benefits of citizens and visitors. The ongoing construction of the 27-kilometer Blue Light Rail tracks is yet another first by the Lagos State government. When completed, This project will transport over 400,000 passengers daily. The Bus Rapid Transport System, BRT, also the first of its kind in Nigeria and West Africa, remains a reference point till date and continues to commute over 20 million Lagosians and visitors. The scheme continues to be extended and more corridors are still being opened. To further expand the BRT scheme is the construction of different terminals in the states. Recently, the administration of Babajide Sanwo-Olu commissioned the Oyigbo terminal in May 2020. The terminal, which also boasts of modern facilities and state-of-the-art buses, was unfortunately set ablaze along with BRT buses when the hoodlums hijacked the NSAS protest. Still on transportation in Lagos State, water bodies not only serve as tourist or fun places, it also serves as veritable tool to ease movements of the people. Hence, the continuous development of the water transport system to complement the road transport system. Recently, the administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu inaugurated 8 locally made ferries. These ferries, constructed by local builders, also come with state-of-the-art technology that can be found anywhere in the world. To further boost the water transportation in the state is the construction of modern jetties. The continuous expansion of roads has seen many of these infrastructure being rehabilitated. New roads have been opened and many more are being constructed. December 2019 saw this administration constructed and delivered over 31 networks of roads in Okoba, Ojokoro area and Alakuko area. Ever wondered why Lagos State has an active social and nightlife? The attention paid to security remains top-notch. The collaboration between the private sector and the government, which gave birth to the Lagos State Security Trust Fund, has yielded results as the security situation in the state has improved tremendously. This collaboration saw to the massive purchase of different security equipment and building of infrastructure for the men of the police force and other security agencies in the state. Little wonder, businesses, malls, estates, and others continue to spring up in the state. As a host to one of the high courts in Nigeria, the Lagos High Court is one of the highest-ranking judicial buildings in Nigeria, a place where many high-profile cases have been handled, justice dispensed, and truth upheld, many files treated, and also a training ground for so many young and upcoming lawyers. Unfortunately, the Lagos High Court is also one of the many buildings that was burnt at the aftermath of the NSAS protest. With the recognition and importance of the contribution of the workforce to the development of the state and their dedication to all the achievements being recorded in the state also tops high in the area of capacity building and development of human resources, with its own dedicated staff development center named Public Service Staff Development Center, PSSDC. The establishment of this center arose from the need to effectively coordinate capacity building, learning and development activities, but more importantly, with a view to promoting excellence in public service delivery. The center's learning and development delivery has validated its claim to be a public service organization with a private sector orientation and has also earned the center membership of numerous national and international capacity building organizations, including the International Federation of Training and Development, FTDO, and the West Africa Management Development Institute's network. As an organized state that recognizes the importance of history, record keeping, data gathering, policy process, heritage preservation, among others, the state government in 1995 established Lagos State Records and Archives Bureau, LASRAB, to be a reservoir and data bank on all things involving Lagos State. It is also a place for anyone who wants to learn more about the history of Lagos State, dating back to the creation of the state, with pictures and artifacts available. One can also learn about the history of Nigeria. Indeed, LASRAB is a pointer to the fact that, without knowledge of the past, we cannot confront the future. As the major economic nerve center of Nigeria and the rest of West African sub-region, most industries and business enterprises in Nigeria have their headquarters in Lagos State. Truly, the chance of building one's career and rising to the pinnacle of one's chosen profession is high in Lagos. Little wonder the state continues to attract investors. This is evident in the massive billion-dollar investments going on in Lekki Free Trade Zone, and this includes the presence of Dangote Refinery, which is a major investment in the oil and gas sector. With its numerous industries, 2 seaports, and an international airport which serves as a gateway to Nigeria, Lagos remains the technology market of Nigeria. The famous, ever-busy and technology-driven markets in Nigeria are located in Lagos State. The Computer Village, Ikeja, and the Alaba International Market are the biggest in Africa. Electronics and computer accessories are sold in these markets. Also hard to find accessories in other cities are readily available here. As an investment haven, one of the leading car manufacturers in the world, Stallion Group, chose Lagos State to kickstart the manufacturing of electric car. This great innovation is future-driven, as the electric car, when fully adopted, will help reduce the challenge of climate change, as it will not emit carbon monoxide like the petrol or gas-driven cars.
This is what we're about in Lagos. and this is what our government is. Where we're standing here, the VON Assembly Complex, for people that do not know, this place has 4-5 decades of history. And I'm indeed happy that Stallion Group have revived an asset that it was going moribund, and they've turned it around, and I'm happy that I can come in here and see what you have turned this facility onto. What we're doing is not just we're launching an Hyundai Kona, we're indeed empowering and we're creating youth employment, and we're creating opportunity for these teeming youths of this nation. And the future that we see is the future of technology, and this is technology that we're talking about. This is 21st century technology that has been brought into our country. This is the first electric car that we're seeing, and we as a government need to partner with them. We as a government need to create an enabling environment for them to do well, so that they can employ a lot more youth, so that they can create a lot more jobs, so that they can pay our youth a lot more money, knowing fully well that the future belongs to you and the future is here. And so the state government, working with the Ibile Oil and Gas, we're going to be creating different charging points in the city, so that people will not give an excuse and say that because I don't have electricity. We're going to be partnering with some fuel stations. We're going to partner with strategic locations of some eateries where we'll have dedicated charging points, so that by the time we're rolling out this car in large numbers, people have opportunities of where they need to charge. All you need to do is pay a little token and you have your vehicle being charged, on. And so we are going to make ourselves the first example. And so in Alausa, in the city of government, we're going to be providing a public charging point, for electric vehicles, and we'll ensure that all of our fuel stations that is under Ibile Oil and Gas will be the first, and will create charging points for each and every of these locations. And to finally say, and to enjoin all of you, that not until when we begin to see hardcore manufacturing companies like Stallion, like VON Automobile, we'll begin to see that we're disemphasizing our mono product, which is oil. So you can see that with an innovation of our Hyundai Kona, we do not need to put the pressure on what is the pump price of oil again, what is the pump price of petrol again, and all the issues and fights that we're having about prices of petroleum going up and rest of it will be things of the past. And they've said it that it's going to come even at a price that is cheaper than your normal fuel consuming vehicle. So it's a way to go, and it's the future that we're seeing here.
Despite being a cosmopolitan state, the development and massive improvement in agriculture in the state has kept everybody in awe. With the introduction of lake rice to the ongoing construction of the multi-billion naira rice mill, Lagos is indeed a working state. The rice mill, a 32 metric ton per hour production plant being constructed at Imota, is at over 80% completion. Upon completion, the mill is expected to create over 250,000 jobs across the upstream and downstream sectors in the rice value chain. This will help reduce Nigeria's dependence on imported rice. In terms of sports, the state continues to come up with different innovations in the development of sports in the state. The state has consistently hosted the Lagos Marathon for the past 5 years. This is an event that attracts both citizens and foreigners alike. Undoubtedly, the matchless tenacity, our uniqueness and diversity, the never-say-die spirit of the average Lagosian, and the focused leaders the state has been blessed with have kept Lagos ticking and always remaining that vibrant state that continues to attract visitors, tourists, and investors. This is our Lagos.